Welcome back everyone. In this video we will be writing a C program to print the sum of digit of a number. For example, if we get 1, 2, 3, 4 as an input from user, then we will print 10 on the output screen because the sum of digit of 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. Okay, and we will use the scanner function of stdio.h library to accept the number which the user will give us, and we will use the printf function of stdio.h library to print that is the sum of digit on the output screen. That's the reason we have included up this library with the help of preprocessor, that is hashtag include. And since the execution of the C program may start from the main function onwards, so we have also defined our main function, and we have given it the return type as void because our main function is not going to return any value. Now we have also defined a variable, that is a number. Variable name is the number and int is the data type out here. And the reason we have defined this variable is because we are going to store the number which the user will give us in this variable only. And we have used the printf function of stdio.h library to give the message to the user to give us the number, and based on this message the user has given us some number in which we have stored in this variable. Okay, now we will perform the logic such that we will come up with the sum of digit of this number which the user has given us, and we have stored that number in this variable. Okay, so I will be starting a while loop, and I will be running this while loop till this number not equal to 0. Okay, so this while loop will run until this number value gets 0. Okay, once the number value gets 0, this while loop will terminate. Okay, so let's open this up, and inside this bracket I will perform the logic. But before that, let's define some variable. So I will be defining a remainder variable. So this variable will store the remainder whenever which remainder of this number divided by this number modulo 10. So modulo operator gives us the remainder, and the div operator gives us the quotient. If you don't know this, please watch my video. I will provide the link in the description below. Okay, and get an idea of how this two operator works. Okay, and we will also define a variable, that is a sum variable, and in this variable only we will store the sum of digit. So let's do this. So rem is equal to number modulo 10. Okay, so this will this will store the remainder in this variable. Suppose the number value is 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the first iteration the RAM value will be 3. Let me print this so that you will get a proper idea of it. Okay, and let me give a good message. So RAM value is %d. Okay, and let me capitalize this, and we will replace this %d with the RAM value. Now once the remainder will get stored in this variable, we will add this we will add the value of this variable to this sum. Basically, if the input is 1, 2, 3, 4, the RAM will hold 4 out here. Okay, and since the sum value is 0, so this expression will add 4 to sum. So basically 0 plus 4, which will be 4. So sum value, so the updated value of sum will be 4. Okay, now in the let's print this also. So printf %d, and sum value is %d, and we will be replacing this %d with sum value, and give a special character, that is /n out here. The /n is for new line, such that each this line, that is this line and this line gets printed up in different line. Okay, not in the same line. That's the reason we use /n. And give a special and give a one more message, that is a printf %d iteration number. Okay, iteration number, and we will define new variable. Since we are going to print the value of iteration, so let's define a variable counter, and we will print this counter value out here. So percentage d, and we will replace this percentage d with the counter variable. Okay, so that you will get a proper idea like in which iteration we all are, and what is the value of RAM or sum in this iteration. Okay, now once we have done all of this, we will update the value of sum. Okay, so let's do this. That is the number is equal to number is equal to number div 10. So this that is a div operator gives us the quotient when we gives us a quotient. So 1 2 3 4 div 10 will give us the 1 2 3. So the updated value of num will be 1 2 3. Okay, now we will print the, so in since we are going to print the sum of the digit on the output screen, so with the help of printf function we will print the resultant sum. So let's do this. Resultant sum of the digit of percentage d is equal to percentage d. So we will be replacing this, the first percentage d with the number, that is this number, and the second percentage d with the sum value. But if you will watch carefully, we have modified the value of num variable. Okay, so the value which the num was holding, we have modified this in each iteration. In each iteration the number value has modified. So how we will get the original value? So let's define a variable, and in that variable we will store the original value. So let's give it the name original. Okay, and in this variable only we will assign the original value of this number. So let's store this variable. Basically what we have done is that we have stored the original value to this original variable. Okay, and since the number variable value has modified in this while loop, so if we will use the number out here, we will not get the correct number which the user has given us. So original variable is the variable which hold the correct value of the number which the correct value which the user has given us. So let's do this. Replace the first percentage d with the original value and the second percentage d with the sum variable. Okay, now what I think we have completed up. Now in order to watch the output of this program, we will have to compile this, but before compiling, let's save this. So save as, and make sure to save this file as .c extension, because we are writing C program. And sum of number, give the name, you can give any name out here, but make sure to give mnemonic, that is a meaningful name. And yes, and let's compile and run. So enter the number to find the sum of digits. So we will be giving 1 2 3 4. So in the first iteration, okay, so we have not used a special character /n out here. So watch out what is the difference. Since we have not used the /n out here, so after this line, the RAM value on this line came up. So in order to print this line on the different line, so we will use the /n out here, that is a special character. And let's once again compile and run. So enter the number to find its digit. So 1 2 3 4. So iteration number 1, RAM value so iteration number 1, RAM value is 4, because because 1 2 3 4 modulo 10 gives will store 4 in this variable, so 4 got printed out here. Okay, so this is our output. So for the input 1 2 3 4, in the first iteration RAM value is 4. And why we are getting 4? Because 1 2 3 4 modulo 10 will give us the 4, because if you will divide 1 2 3 4 by 10, the remainder will be 4 only. And in the same iteration only, the sum value got updated to 4. Before the sum value was 10, now it is 4. In the second iteration, okay, we are not incrementing the counter, so let's increment the counter also. So counter plus plus. Now I think this will work properly. So enter the number to find its digits. So 1 2 3 4. So in the first iteration, so RAM value is 4 and the sum value is 2. In the second iteration, RAM value is 3. Why we are getting 3? Because the number value has been modified. Let's print, number value is modified to 1 2 3. So let's print that also. And we will be replacing this percentage d with the number because we want the number value. So let's save and compile and run. So enter the number to find it is, so 1 2 3 4. So in the first iteration, so the RAM value is 4 and the sum value is 4 because 0 plus 4 will be 4 and the num value got 1 2 3. Earlier it was 1 2 3 4. Now it has only 1 2 3 because the div operator gives us the quotient, not the remainder. Okay. And in the second iteration, the RAM value is 3. Why we are getting 3? Because 1 2 3 modulo 10 will be 3 only. Because if we will divide 1 2 3 by 10, the remainder will be 3. So we are getting the remainder value as 3. And the sum value got updated by updated value of sum is 7. Why we are getting 7? Because earlier value of sum was 4. Now it is 3. So 4 plus 3 7. And the num value is, that is the number value is 12. Why we are getting 12? Because 1 2 3 divided by 10, the quotient will be 12. So the 12 is coming out here. And in the next iteration, the 2 came out here. And the reason is 12 divided by 10, the remainder will be 2. So that's the reason we are getting 2 out here. And the sum value is 9 because 7 plus 2 will be 9. And in the fourth iteration, now the num value is 1. Watch out this. Num value is 1. So 1 divided by 10. So if you will divide 1 by 10, so the remainder will be 1. So the remainder is 1 because 1 will be not divisible by 10. So the remainder will be 1. So 1 plus 9 will be 10. So the sum value is 10. And now in the fourth iteration, the num value will be 0 because 0 divided by 10, 1 divided by 10, there will be no quotient, only remainder. So only remainder came up and no quotient came up. So the resultant of digit, so the resultant sum of, okay, the resultant sum of digit. Yeah, let me do the commenting properly. I'm giving the message. Resultant sum of digit of percentage d. Let me compile this once again. So 1 2 3 4. So the resultant sum of 1 2 3 4. So resultant sum of digit of 1 2 3 4 is equal to 10. And why we are getting 1 2 3 out here? Because 1 2 3 4 out here because of this original variable. So original variable was the variable which was holding the correct value of this number. Because if you will use the number out here, the number value has been modified up. So look, the number value is 0 out here. So if you will use a number variable out here, you will get 0. And if you since that's the reason we have stored the original value of this number in this variable, that is the original variable, and we have used this variable for printing purpose. And that's the reason we are getting the resultant sum of digit of percent 1 2 3 is equal to 10. So that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, and if you have any type of doubt, comment down below and subscribe to my channel for this type of content. Thank you once again for watching this video.